Well, I said to you guys before the tournament started and all the previews and predictions and stuff like that, this Tunisian side is going to struggle, but they couldn't take it, they couldn't accept it. I did say they'd still come third and go through to the last 16. I didn't say they were going to lose to Namibia though. Wow, turns out I was being kind. Tunisia 0, Namibia 1. What on earth is going on there? And I have to say, it's got what they deserve, because one, Namibia were fantastic, they were brilliant. It wasn't smash and grab, it wasn't one lucky goal on the counter or whatever like Angola did to us. They dominated. Peter Shalulile should have had a hat-trick in the game. How has Shalulile come out of that game and not scored? It's quite something. A better centre forward from like a big nation puts those chances away. And that's the problem for Tunisia now. They have to play Mali in the next game, who just beat South Africa 2-0. And then they've got to play South Africa, who I'm sure will still have a fighting chance come the final game. I said Tunisia would struggle but go through come third. I might be wrong. They could well come last in this and bow out early. You cannot rock up with the same man. It's always flipping them Sakni and these guys and Kanisi. It's getting boring. Kazri went. Slitty I don't think is here. The Kazri situation, even ironically with the number 7, is the exact same with how Algerians feel about Riyad Mahrez, right? Stinking the place up, convinced that he's going to play 90 minutes every game when he doesn't deserve to. Look at when Dayef come on. Far better. Hannibal Mejbri not even getting to be in the squad because, oh, he's got to move to Seville. Who cares? Put your country first. I'm sorry. I thought Tunisia would struggle against Mali and South Africa and beat Namibia. They've just given Namibia the first ever AFCON win ever. It's in the history books. Nearly 100 places between the sides, and they deserved it. 0-0 would have been harsh for Namibia because of the chances Shalulile missed. But I have to say, it's a fantastic result. It's another shock in AFCON. Like I said with Algeria's point, we were gutted. I'm glad we weren't Ghana. I'm glad we went Tunisia. But what happens now? Because Mali have beaten South Africa and now Tunisia play Mali. It's the revenge. It's the return of the World Cup playoff decided by that Buki goal. Are Mali going to get revenge by dumping Tunisia out on match day 2? It could well happen. I think for as good as Namibia were, it's a big game against South Africa. It's a derby, but I think South Africa will beat them. Tunisia are going to have to get something in that Mali game. The good thing for them is they've played Mali quite a few times in recent years. They always seem to play each other, no matter the qualifying or the real thing. But South Africa did throw it away because Percy Tau, if he scores that penalty, it's a completely different game. Mali, the game changed after half-time when Basuma came off. It was a big call. It was the right call. And the free kick hits the bar and the tap-in's put in by Hamori Traore. But Percy Tau, I mean, the penalty's just landed in the garden in the UK. What was that? I'm a big Percy Tau fan. Thought he didn't have the big break he deserved when he was at Brighton. But he took the ball, sorry. I thought the Mamelodi Sundowns was evidence he was going to take it. And then Tau took it. It's a bit like the Percy Tau show. And then after that, he's doing his best to score. There was a chance where he should have crossed it across the goal. He shot again and the keeper saved it. But I saw enough to suggest that South Africa are well in this group, well in this tournament, and under Hugo Bruce, a manager who's been there and done it and won it. So, no qualms there. What happens next? I think Mali beat Tunisia, and then Tunisia will have to try and beat South Africa in the last game just to come third, as I said they would. If Tunisia can beat Mali, fair play. It's a big ask, because Mali looks strong and living up to their name of the Dark Horses. And what about earlier today, Burkina Faso, 96-minute penalty against Mauritania. We just can't catch a break, can we? If that was us, we're not getting that pen. I don't think it's a pen. Bertrand Traore dispatches it. That heat is tough, playing 2 o'clock. And fair play to Faso. They played at 2. Got to play at 2 o'clock again against us. But spare a thought for the Mauritanians who worked their socks off. And I think they got robbed a little bit as well. They lost to Boubacar Kamara to injury in the first half too. But there we have it. What do you think of Tunisia? Let me know down below. We're going to see Group F, where Morocco could well win this group and face Namibia in the last 16, the way that Group E is panning out. We're going to see Congo take on Zambia with Avram Grant against the DRC. Good to see the DRC back at AFCON. And then match day 1 will be wrapped up. But let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.